What's up, guys? It's March 18th, Taco Tuesday on Prizepicks, and we are officially starting March Madness. We've got the NCAA tournament starting today. We have 9 games, and I'm super excited about it. Some of you that watch my channel know that I started getting into college ball just about a month ago, and I haven't been able to put out videos consistently lately because I also just had a newborn like 6 weeks ago. So the schedule has been a little bit tough because I got to still do my NBA, get the NBA videos out, but I am so pumped to get college ball started. Here are the 4 plays that I'm feeling good about for today. And again, you guys know I'm new, so forgive me if I say some of these names wrong, but going with Ven-Allen, Lubin, over 8.5 rebounds. Nick Boyd over 1.5 3-pointers made. We're going to go TJ Madlock over 24 points rebounds. This is 24.5 on Underdog, but I'm still taking it for more. And then Barrington, Hargress. I'm probably saying that one wrong. 24.5 points assists. We're getting a little bit of a different look at it on Underdog, which is, I mean, Underdog, I keep saying it, but I really like what they're doing. Like for instance, we're getting this Ven-Allen, 8.5 rebounds and assists at the same line. We're getting the assist attached. So I love that we're getting just that little bit of insurance there. Nick Boyd, 1.5 3-pointers made. That's probably it might be my favorite play of the day out of these 4. That Nick Boyd threes, but I know 3-pointer props make me a little bit nervous, but he's just been so hot lately. I can't ignore it. But we're going, I got the Madlock, 24.5 points rebounds, and then the Barrington Hargress, 24.5 points assists, which I think is the same that we got on Prizepicks. Yeah, 24.5. So if you guys haven't signed up for Underdog yet, I'm officially partnered with them now. So if you are interested in signing up, they're going to give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And if you use my code, it's just JRUSSO, all one word, no spaces. They're going to hook you up with all that, and it supports me and my channel. So I appreciate it. If you guys do decide to sign up for Underdog, make sure you use my code. You can sign up through the link below, and it should auto-populate the code. But we've been having a lot of fun with Underdog. Let's talk about the plays today. Let's start diving into the details here. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor, like the video, drop me a comment. Let me know too, have you guys made a bracket yet? Because I'm about to get into that in just a little bit. Not going to make a video about it, but my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, they all make brackets, and I'm excited to make one this year with them and follow it a little bit closer. Let me know who you got winning it all this year. I'm sure a lot of you might say Duke, maybe Houston, or everyone's saying Florida is going to take it all. So we'll see how it plays out. But let's talk about these Ven-Allen rebounds, and then we'll talk about the rebounds and assists. So he's cleared this in 4 out of his last 5, 80% hit rate. The minutes, not too bad, 27.2 over these last 5, just 1.8 fouls, not really getting in foul trouble. Got 33 minutes in that last game. We have a middle of the road matchup here, 191st in rebounds allowed. And let's take a look at this note. Okay, so this note from Outlier is just showing us what we're already looking at, 4.5, but they're letting us know that he's actually averaging 10 rebounds right now over this 5-game stretch. If we zoom out a little bit to the last 10 games, it doesn't look as good. But we also see the minutes were a little bit volatile in some of these, and it's been a little bit more consistent lately. But this matchup was that against Virginia Tech. That's a tough matchup. He played 22 minutes and went for 11 rebounds, so he's definitely been putting it together lately. We don't have a head-to-head matchup to look at, but let's look at the rebounds and assists. I love that we're getting this at the same line on Underdog because even though it's just 3 games with him getting assists, it's still 2 assists and it's free. It's a tough matchup on assists, 26th in assists allowed. And when I say free, I don't mean it's free in the sense that it's like a lock, because I don't think anything is a lock. But I do like that it's free in the sense that you're not paying more for the assists. So let's take a look at Daily Grind real quick and see what they're thinking about this. I'll show you guys some pivots if you're not liking the rebounds alone. I think a bunch of people are on his PRA. So the PRA at 22, they actually have that favored to go under by quite a bit. 53.33% odds hit the under, minus 134. They don't like the rebounds either at 8.5, but you got to go with your gut. Everyone's kind of favoring it under on the other platforms. But the matchup is not, I mean, like 190, it's like middle of the road, and he's been hot lately, and the minutes have been, you know, it's not like we're seeing some spike games where it's like, oh, he got like 37 minutes when he cashed. It's like, no, this is just 27 minutes, which doesn't suck, but it's also like, you know, it could be a little bit better. But my point is he's been cashing it 4 out of his last 5. So, I mean, especially with the assist attached, I'm going to be rolling it. Let's look at some of his pivots, though. They like his points rebounds are a 50-50 shot. I mean, it could be that a lot of these platforms are just inflating everything because they know a lot of people are going to be taking overs. Yeah, as far as the rebounds go, yeah, 8.5. Let's see. Yeah, the rebounds and assists are not on Prizepicks, so I can't look at those. So go with your gut. I mean, the PRA, I'm not really comfortable taking that under either. If we take a look at that, he's cleared that in 4 out of his last 5 too. His points rebounds looked kind of tempting because, again, the assists, let's see what the points rebounds are at. Well, I mean, the assists are just a 1-point bump. Yeah, so I get taking that PRA. Actually, I'm guessing people are taking that over, but the scoring matchup is tough. 13th in points allowed. He has been able to get that done, though. I mean, like, he had 32 PRA against Duke. That's crazy. That was a wild game, but I'm just going to roll the rebounds. You guys let me know in the comments what you're going to be getting into. Rebounds and rebounds assists, since it's like no additional cost there. Let's keep it rolling. So Nick Boyd, I decided on his 3-pointers, and this took me a minute because his points assists were looking good. But if you look at this, 4 out of his last 5 games, he's gone for 3. He has been shooting absolutely lights out from beyond the arc. Look at this. Over the last 5 games, he's 50% from beyond the arc. It's wild. And his most recent game, 60%, 3 out of 5. Now, he's not taking a ton of attempts, 5.2, but still, we just need him to cash 2. And averaging 50% right now, can't really ignore it. If we zoom out a little bit, he's cleared this 6 out of his last 10, but he's just been on this heater in these last 5 games. The points assists were tempting. I think, if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of people are on his PRA right now for Prizepicks anyways. I think it was popular, and this was tempting. I mean, 8 out of his last 10, he's cleared this points assists. And so we've got a really soft matchup with points, 295th in points allowed, in the middle of the road for assists. So I kind of liked that cushion there, and that's what I was really looking at. But I mean, the 3-pointers, he just needs 2. He needs to just cash 2. So since he's been averaging just about, 3, it's just 1 game where he didn't cash, and 1 more 3 would have done it. And he only took 3 attempts in that. So a couple more attempts, he could have probably at least gotten us 2 in that game on March 1st. But yeah, averaging 30 minutes. I don't take 3-pointer props that often. That's why I might sound a little bit like apprehensive, because this points assist does look really good, in my opinion. Now let's take a look at this note from Outlier in case you guys want that points assists. Yeah, he's cleared the points assists in 8 out of his last 9 games, averaging 21.9, and it's at 19. So it's not like his average is crushing it, but look at some of these games where he's gone for like 7, 6 assists. Like, this little run here, he had 4 straight games with 6 assists or more. So the old me would have went points assists, but I'm gonna roll the 3-pointers today because he has been just absolutely on fire from beyond the arc. So I'm thinking really soft matchup for 3-pointers in particular too, 269th in 3-pointers allowed. So I'm just thinking, dude's been hot. It's the tournament. I think he's going to be putting up 3s. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up exceeding this 5.2 attempts, because we've got like 3 out of these last 5. He actually had 6 attempts. So just need him to cash. If he goes for 6, we just need him to cash a third of the shots he's putting up, and he's been shooting at 50%. So that's my reasoning behind it. Let's take a look at what Daily Grind thinks. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure you guys are pumped too, but I'm like so pumped for the tournament to start. So here's the thing. They're not feeling his points over. They have the 15.5 points at a 53.08% odds to hit the under, -134. They like his assists over 4. I kind of agree with that. 50.42% odds to hit the over minus 122. They don't have his 3-pointer. Oh, they do. So, okay, so they're not showing the over the threes, but the under for the 3-pointers made is at a 47.31%. So what would that work out to be? 52.79? No, 52.69. So they've got the threes favored at a 52.69. So that would be just under this points under. His three-pointers over. They do actually like it more than the points assist that they have at a 50-50 shot on the money. So that actually makes me feel pretty good about it, because I spent a while just going back and forth trying to figure out what I wanted to take between points assists and 3-pointers. Ended up deciding on the 3-pointers. But yeah, you guys could go with your gut. Let's see what we got here. So Madlock. So this is his rebounds. What did we took? We took his points rebounds. So yeah, I was thinking about taking the rebounds because he has been kind of hot lately. 12 in that last game, but we went with his PR. I'm just going to double check here and make sure I got that right. Yeah, PR over 24. I'm feeling good about this. This line, I mean, the narrative is there. This line opened at 22.5, which would have been nice to get. I know he's only done this 3 out of his last 5 and back-to-back games with just 19, but he's got a middle-of-the-road matchup here, and I'm comfortable taking this over 24. It would have been nice to get this opening line at 22.5, but he's averaging 32 minutes, just 1.6 fouls, 11.8 attempts, not too bad for college, and he's been kind of in a little bit of a funk, but I think he bounces back here. You can see back here he was 50% from the field, and then it went down to 33, and then 17 and 25. So I think he cleans things up today in a relatively soft matchup, and so much more on the line. If we zoom out a little bit to the last 10, he's hit it at a 50% rate. Let's see. So yeah, over this last 10 games, he's shooting 43%. That's pretty solid from the field. And then if you look at more recently, it's gone down way below his average. So the attempts are there for college ball. So I'm going to be rolling the points rebounds over, especially in this matchup here. Let's look at what he's done on the season. So yeah, it's been this back half of the season where he started to put things together a little bit more, and they've also kind of boosted his lines a little bit. Went through a drought here, but we also have I think we've got a significant injury. So this dude Jalen, another guard, if we take him, so let's look at the last 10. Let's look at his last 10 games without Jalen, see if that makes a difference. Kigo. Does it affect the 2024 season? Let's see here. Okay, so on the 2024 season, let's take that off. So he's at 34% on the full season, and when we take Jalen out of the equation, it bumps it up to 50%. So 8 out of 16 games. So it does make an impact, and we know that he's out. So let's take a look and see what Daily Grind thinks. Okay, so they love his points rebounds as the best play. They got that at a 53.33% odds to hit the over, minus 139. That 24.5 on Underdog is at a minus 122, so still favored to go over. Obviously, we like the 24 better, but we're hoping that he doesn't push at 24 anyways. So if he gets to 25, he's cashing that Underdog line as well. So the rest are unders. Except for the points assist is just at a 50-50 shot at 17.5. I'm going to be rolling that points rebounds because the dude is capable of really getting after it on the boards, and the matchup is not scary at all. We burn through these real quick. It's a quick video. All right, let's move on to Barrington. So he's cleared this 24.5. Just make sure. Okay, yeah. He's cleared the 24.5 in 5 straight games, and it's been kind of like the minutes are really what sold me on this. We do have a head-to-head in this case, and I'll show you guys that real quick. So yeah, he only went for 17. He had 7 assists in that last game, 10 points. But if you look at the minutes, down at 28. And then, but the attempts are awesome. I mean, 18 attempts in that game. He only shot 22%, but I think he can shoot better than that today. He's been shooting better than that lately. And on top of that, so he had 18 attempts in that game. And what did we say? Was it 28 minutes? Yeah, 28 minutes. And then over these last 5, he's at 34 minutes. So he's getting more minutes than he did in that last head-to-head, and the attempts are still right there at 18. So he's shooting 48% right now. He had a bad outing last time they matched up, but we know like they're 200th in points allowed. They're middle of the road. But this assist matchup, 283rd in assists. So super soft on the assists, and we saw that here. Last time he played them, he went for 7 assists. So to me, this 24.5 seems totally doable on someone that's shooting, 18, 19 attempts a game. That's pretty high. Let's see this note from Outlier. Okay, so yeah, we're already looking at the 5 straight games that he's hit this in, and he's averaging 29.2. We're getting this at 24.5. So there's a nice buffer there on what he's been averaging. Obviously, that's a little bit inflated because of this 39 PA outing that he had. But this is looking great to me. Shooting 32% from beyond the arc on 5 attempts. So hasn't been shooting as well these last 2 games. But we know that he's capable of doing a little bit better than that. And he's taking the shots. I mean, you're putting up 19 attempts, 5 of those being threes. I think that he's going to be able to get into rhythm here. And I just can't ignore the attempts, really. Let's take a look at Daily Grind here. See what they think about this. It's a short video. I tried to make my videos a little bit shorter, but okay, so they're thinking this line is just right on the money. They don't know how to call this. Yeah, the points, assists. Yeah, they have this at a 50-50 shot on Prizepicks. Well, it's minus 122 to go over on Underdog, and minus 122 according to Daily Grind. So we are favored to the over, even though it's a 50-50 odds to hit. Let's see if there's anything else. They feel the same way about his points, rebounds. Let's look at that real quick in case you guys are interested in that. Go back to the last 5. All right, so 4 out of his last 5 games, and I mean the rebounds, they're not really too crazy. He had 1 in that last game. Then we got 3, 4, 4, 4, so 4 and 5. So it's somewhat consistent over the first 3 of these last 5, but nothing really popping off like the assists, where it's a lot more consistent. Up at 7 on March 6th, and then he went for 4 and 5. And let's see what the points rebounds looked like in the head-to-head. See if he got anything done. No, he didn't. He had 1 rebound in the last head-to-head. That was an absolute blowout. Good Lord, 96-54. So yeah, and the rebounds matchup is actually a little bit tougher. We're really soft on assists here. So I feel like he's going to be able to get this done. It's the tournament, higher stakes, and even if we do see a situation here where the game gets a little bit out of control, I'm sure that they're going to be fighting till the very end just to see if they can make anything happen. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, so not a whole lot of pivot options here. So go with your gut. You don't have to take every play I'm taking, but I'm gonna be rolling this points assists. I feel like he can have a better outing than he did last time, and the attempts were there, and we've seen that from him. He's got just some random games here, so he's cleared it 55% out of his last 20 games, and it's just, you're going to have some outings when you're taking that many attempts where your percentage is down like 25% here, then he goes for 50, 44, 50, 33, a little bit volatile. But I think he's in rhythm right now, and I think he's going to have a better outing than he did last time, because it's not like they're like elite on defense here for scoring. So if you guys want to check out this app from Outlier, it's awesome. It'll help you make a more informed decision, and you can try it out for free. I mean, we're starting March Madness, perfect time to give Outlier a shot. So yeah, all you have to do is sign up through the link below. You don't need to put a code in for this one. They're just going to let you try it for a week, see how you like it. and they cover everything: matchups, injury reports, insights. This insights tab is awesome because they put stuff on your radar that you wouldn't probably notice on your own. Stuff like how a player did just home games alone, or they'll have stuff like how this player has done against like bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed or points allowed, the type of stuff that you're not going to just look and find on your own. So you can kind of just scroll through the insights section, and then you click on, if you see a note that you like, you click on it and it takes you straight to that setup, and then you can actually press this little button here and it'll go lock it in on the platform that you set it to. So it can make your whole process a lot quicker too. So yeah, if you want to sign up for that, try it for a week for free, no commitment. And then this DFS optimizer, this is awesome. This really puts stuff on your radar. You can use it to just start your research and look for what daily grind is popping off. And let me just refresh this real quick. So right now it's got like a ton of unders. The first over is this dude, Victor Lakin, I guess. Points, rebounds, over 20. They have that at a 53.43% odds to hit the over, -139. So that's super juiced. It puts stuff on your radar that there's discrepancies with, like before a line is about to move. Some platforms and odds makers will bump a line. Daily Grind will catch the platforms that haven't bumped it yet, and it'll put it on your radar. That's how it's working. It's crunching numbers. It's looking for discrepancies. You can turn that off if you want, but I leave that on. This little show line discrepancies. It's a killer tool. If you guys want to try this out, same code as Underdog, just JRUSSO, and they'll give you 25% off for as long as you want to lock it in all the way up to a year. But it is an awesome tool. So if you guys want to check that out, dgfantasy.com, code JRUSSO. All the information is down below. So that's going to cover it for today, guys. Hope you have a great day. I'm about to jump into some NBA video. I'm going to make an NBA video, getting some NBA props as well. I just wanted to get the college video out first because I'm really excited for March Madness. So hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Don't forget to like the video. Drop me a comment if you have any questions. I will happily look up players for you in the comment section. If you have a play that you're interested in, I'll use the tools and get back to you in the comments as soon as I can. So have a great day, guys. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.